There's a lot of speculation as to the Supreme Court's decision in Donald Trump's claim of total presidential immunity. Some people are suggesting that the Supreme Court will pass the buck and send it back to the lower court, back to Judge Chutkan. And the reason why people are worried about that is because it just adds another step in the process, delaying the case even more, and it would extend it out past the election. Now, I don't think the Supreme Court is going to do that. I don't know for sure, but here's why I don't think they would send it back to the lower court. This is an historic decision. There's a lot of big egos on that Supreme Court. They're going to want to put their stamp on it, and they're going to want their names attached. They're going to be proud of the decision regardless of what the decision is. They're looking at their legacy. They're looking at history. They want to be remembered. So to throw it back to the lower court doesn't fit that scenario very well. But let's just say they do send it back to the lower court. This isn't good news for Donald Trump because it poses a problem. While he gets his delay, Judge Chutkan could hold a hearing, call witnesses. It's not a trial, but she could still call witnesses and reveal evidence. Witnesses and evidence would bring things into the public purview that Donald Trump does not want prior to the real trial. That would not bode well for Donald Trump. Lastly, I'm going to say this. Everybody's still worried about these cases coming after the election, and I'm not. Because of what's happening in the Manhattan district, that's enough to take Donald Trump out of the mix. We've got 34 felony charges. He is going to be convicted of multiple felony charges, and that's enough to cripple him going into November. And if he wants to delay these other trials till after the election, I say great. Because once he gets into trial after the election, he's a much weaker person. He's now no longer running for president. He's not the president of the United States, and the Republicans would have taken a drubbing in the November election, and they would have stepped back from him. So here's Donnie, an island unto himself, with no protection and 3 criminal trials. I kind of like that scenario. Let's see if that happens.